It's really amazing. Over 50 years of people metal detecting, and there's still so much more in the ground. Well, welcome back to Finding America. It is really great to see you here. Now, I absolutely love this hobby, and a lot of you that watch my channel already know that I am seriously addicted to metal detecting. And the one thing I really love about it is being able just to get out there and get away from everyday life and just meld with your machine. Now, I also get to do a lot of thinking while I'm out there, and while I revisited those old home sites along the river this past weekend, I kept thinking about one thing. Man, there's a lot of stuff in the ground still. Now, of course, you just have to be willing to dig every signal and really get to learn your machine well and think outside the box. Well, one other thing I really like about metal detecting is you get out of it what you put into it. Now, metal detecting can be extremely hard, but it's also incredibly fun. And if you're willing to put the work into it, you're almost always rewarded at the end of the day. So these were some of the things I was thinking about when I was out there last weekend, and I just thought I'd share them with you. So with that said, let's get on to this week's hunt. Now, I found a lot of things, and I'm going to try to fit them all into this one video. And I have to say, I had a blast out there playing in the dirt and finding America. Well, this thing was giving me a nice 14, pretty deep, about 5 inches. And looks like I got a nickel. Came out on my drop cloth. It's going to be a Jefferson. That's actually a bit of an early one. It's going to be a 47. I'll definitely take that. And see what else is around here. Well, I was getting a nice 21-22 signal here. Dug down just a few inches. Got a pretty nice little coin. It's going to be a 1941 Canadian penny. I'll share the other side. It's a real nice shade. Kind of great green patina on it. So very cool. Happy to get that one. Well, this thing was giving me a 28, and it looks like I got a toy car. And I just popped the plug and I saw it sitting here, so I just grabbed it. The camera. And then there it is. Some sort of toy car. Pretty cool. Get it cleaned up a little bit, but I have one more for the collection. Well, going along, got a 1920 right in there, and I popped this out, and I thought, oh, this is cool. So I grabbed the camera. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. Check this out, an old toy airplane. Oh, that is so cool. And I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and we'll see what the maker is, see if we can kind of determine the age of this thing, but it's definitely a pretty old piece. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a first for me. Very cool piece. It says Navy, has the stars and bars on that wing, but I flip it over, it's a Tootsie toy. That is my very first Tootsie toy airplane. Not too bad a condition, but nonetheless I will take it. That is just awesome. Well, I'm just hunting along here. Got a 16 and dug down, saw this come out, and I was like, oh, I got excited pretty quick. But it's kind of an odd thing. It seems to be filled in the back, so I thought maybe brought a rosette, but then I saw this piece coming down, and what I think I might have is a clock pendulum. You know, it would just swing back and forth, keep the mechanism going. So that's pretty cool, because we've found quite a few clock parts in the general area here, but first time I've ever found one of these. That's pretty darn cool looking. Wow. Yeah, I think that is the very first time. Well, I'm just going along this old tree stump here, and got a 16 dug down, and this is These are the ones that you're like, oh, if it was only whole. Because I cleaned it off. I wasn't sure. I thought it was a utensil handle, and I was right. But I want to show you this one. How beautiful is that? It must have been a little spoon or a fork. But look at the detail on this thing. That is really a pretty piece. Just amazing. Yep, if only it had been whole. Definitely old. 1800s all day long. Well, I was getting a 19, sometimes a 20. Dug down about 6 inches, and I saw this plop out, and I brushed it off a little bit. One of the tires is coming off, but this is a pretty cool little piece here. Another little toy vehicle. I don't know if it's some kind of earth mover, but it's a Matchbox, another made in England Lesney Matchbox car. So probably late 60s, like some of the others I found in this place. So very cool. Happy to have that one. Well, next thing was giving me a 25. Dug down, wiped it off. I got a nice weedy, and this one's going to be a 44 Philadelphia. Yeah, real nice shape coming out of this dirt. So who knows? Maybe a silver hiding somewhere here. Oh, I might have something cool in the hole here. I'm not sure. I saw it pop out, and I grabbed the camera. Giving me a 21, 22. It was pretty darn deep, about 7-8 inches. But got a bunch of dirt on my drop cloth, and then I saw it slide out into the hole, and there it is. And it's octagonal, and I'm hoping it's going to be a token. Oh gosh, it is a token, and it says good for. It's an aluminum one. Oh man, I love digging tokens. Whoa. That's the only thing with these aluminum ones, they get crusty sometimes. Wow, that is pretty darn cool. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Well, let me see if I can get it cleaned up a little bit. It might say 2.5 cents, which is killer, just killer. I'll be right back. I'm going to spray it down and brush it off a little more. Well, there it is. Unfortunately, it's ate up a bit, but it says good for 2.5 cents. The other side, about the same. Really tough to make out. I'm gonna have to wait till I get back home. But you're definitely gonna be looking at like 1900, 1910 on this piece. Just a great token. Just wish they'd made them out of brass and not aluminum. But I'll take it. Very, very awesome find. Well, this is kind of interesting. I got a 30 to 32 signal, dug down, and got this. And I thought, another mason jar lid. That's probably my 12th for the day. But look at that. Check that out. It's got a clear glass liner with like a window in the lid. And there is some embossed writing there and up here. But I'm gonna have to wait till I get home, get it cleaned up. But I have never seen a canning jar lid like that before. That's the first one I've ever dug. So very cool. Just thought I'd show it to you. Well, this next thing was giving me a 15. I dug down. Nothing special, but it's kind of cool. It's a Colgate ribbon dental cream tube. That's going to be from late 40s into the 50s, and obviously it's a travel size, but pretty cool piece. You can see the Colgate logo up here at the top. So just a neat little old piece. Well, this is kind of a nice surprise. Give me a sharp 22. Popped the plug. It said it was down on the side, so I popped it loose and look what fell into the hole. It appears I have some type of ring. I don't think it's silver or anything, but hey, it's a ring. That's pretty cool. I'll get it cleaned up, give you a better look at it, but I will definitely take that. Very light, but hey, a ring's a ring. Well, I'm keeping the streak alive. I was getting a 29, dug down. First thing I saw was a piece to a dish, and said it was on the side of my hole. I popped it loose. I'm just going to show you how I saw it. I don't know if you can make that out, but yes, I have found another cap gun. I don't know. I'm on a roll. Another nice cap gun. Almost complete. Just missing the grips. How cool is that? Well, I'll get it cleaned up when I get home. And I don't know. I may have... Pretty soon I'm going to have the largest cap gun collection anywhere. It's just nuts. Well, this thing was kind of jumpy, but it was in the lower 20s, so I decided just to go for it. I just wanted to show it to you. It's very cool. It is an early denim button. There you go. That's a early denim button. That's a sanforized button, and very cool. That was a process they used back in the 30s and 40s, and this one came off a Lee's denim jacket or overalls or jeans, but that's a very cool vintage button. Well, I really like finding those old sanforized buttons. Now, some of you may not know what that is. Now, sanforized is actually a chemical process that was invented in the 1930s, and it was applied to denim to prevent the denim from shrinking when it was being washed. So, there you have it. Now you can impress all your friends and family at that next Zoom Christmas party with that amazing nugget of knowledge. Well, this was kind of a different hole. It's getting a 22. Dug down and I got a piece of a toy motorcycle. And it's funny because like 10 minutes before, about 10-15 yards away, I dug this piece to a toy motorcycle. And they actually fit together. Both sides of the... So that's kind of cool. And while I was digging this hole, I got a nice little bonus find. Check it out. Old plastic army man. Very cool. I think that's my favorite so far. I love that. I have to clean that up. Man, I had a lot of these when I was a kid. Got another nice old find here. Give me about 23, 24. Dug down, 6 inches or so. But that is a retaining nut for a valve stem for an early automobile. So we're going to be talking like 1900 to 1920, right in that era. And it's probably for a Schrader valve. I see a lot of patent dates up here. So, neat little find. If you do find these where you're hunting, don't just think it's a piece of junk. It's actually a good indicator that you're on an old spot. And that's what we look for. Well, this thing about gave me a heart attack after I saw it in the dirt. Check out the imprint here, and I had no idea what to expect. But unfortunately, I don't see anything on it. But it's big, and I'm assuming maybe brass, copper. I don't know. It's got a little indentation here at the top, a little bit of a line that comes down. I have no idea what this is. Ooh, that'll get your blood going, but any ideas? Let me know down in the comments. I've never seen anything quite like this. Well, another signal, another high tone, 29 to 31. Dug down just a few inches. Check it out. Look at that belt buckle. Wow, that is pretty cool. Very neat. Definitely an old one. So just wanted to show you that one, and I'm going to keep on going and see what else there is. Well, next thing on big high tone, 33, 31 in there. Just thought I'd show you. Actually knew what this was right away. This is an ignition switch for a car or truck. You would have put your ignition key in here. And it is AC Delco. And I can see the last three of the part numbers, 512. So I'll probably be able to figure out what this car fit. It's going to be something in the 60s or 70s. But I always enjoy seeing what these old parts fit when I find them. But pretty cool little piece, and tons and tons and tons of signals in this field, so I'm having fun. Well, this next target was giving me a nice solid 16. Dug down, and looks like I got it. It's another buckle, this time a small, very small little buckle. Complete, definitely old. Very cool, I like it. Well, I'll get that cleaned up when I get home, give you a better picture of it, but that's a nice little find. Well, this one's giving me an 1819, and pop the plug. You can see it immediately in the plug right there. That's probably going to be another overall or denim button. Yep, some pretty nice shape too. Oh, cool. It's a Bluebell. I had one of these in a video a while back. Did a little history segment on Bluebell. It was out of North Carolina. And that one is beautiful. Man, that's in great shape. So very cool. I am very happy to have that. This is actually better than the one I found a long time ago. Another one for the collection. Well, just a little bit about Bluebell. Bluebell was an overall and denim company started in the early 1900s in North Carolina. And believe it or not, it's still in business today. Now you might be asking yourself, I've never heard of Bluebell. Well, you might recognize it under the name it operates under today, Wrangler. That's right, Wrangler Jeans was once known as Bluebell. Well, this time I was getting a 17, dug down, and a little mangled, but it's a period lipstick tube. Probably going to be 30s, 40s. See if I can get any information off of it. Might be able to. I think I see something. But that's pretty cool, and we'll see how old that thing is. Well, this one was giving me a 23. Popped it out, wasn't very deep. But check out that buckle. Someone buckled that buckle. I couldn't resist that one. But it's a pretty neat little find. Just thought I'd share it with you. Well, this was a nice little find. It was giving me a 16, sometimes a 17. Dug down about 4 inches and got it. It's an old, well, I thought it was a button at first, but it's actually the female portion of a snap. It's definitely old. It's got a kind of a laurel wreath around the outer edge. Pretty darn nice. I'm going to guess like 30s or 40s, but that's a nice little find. Well, this one was giving me a 22, 23. Dug down about 6 inches, and not an old weedy here. Nice green one. This is going to be a 1941. Well, just hunting out in this field, and oh boy, very cool find. Got a 27, and said it was in the hole, and I just popped it, and check this out. Man, this is so neat. It's like a little Derringer, a little toy Derringer, and it's old. Oh, look at the design on it. Oh man, this is a beauty, and it's all there. Wow, that is awesome. And believe it or not, I saw something else. Look here, looks like I got a marble. Oh, this one's been through a few games. Definitely chipped up, but look at that. 2 toys, 1 hole. That is awesome. Man, what an awesome little gun that is. Well, I'll get this cleaned up when I get back home and give you a better look at it. But man, what a beauty. Well, I know sometimes I sound like a broken record, but if you dig every signal, you'll almost always go home with some great finds. And that's just what I do every single time I go out. Now, I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode, but don't go anywhere just yet. I have some great historical photos coming up in just a few seconds. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.